Oh, Dave, we're in for a good one here tonight, aren't we?
I was going to say good evening, art lovers.
Art luck. Oh, yes, there you go. Night Gallery in a second. Here we go.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Late Horror Show. What's going on, Dave? You scared you there. Welcome to Late Late Horror Show. I am Dino, as always, and that is Dave Plouffe, whose kidneys are regulated. Tell us what that means.
Because I take the tonic from Mr. Sillyfinger. What is his name?
Stringfellow.
Stringfellow, yes.
Listen, this episode,
Gigantic elixir.
the elixir, the medicine show, where I give you fake stuff. Boy, those back in the West, the medicine shows that came through town.
Charlatans. Charlatans.
Can you imagine when they figured it out? I mean, these guys must have been hunted down and just,
Not only that, sometimes they gave you some bad stuff, like
or killed you anyways.
that would plasticize you. I mean, I don't mind giving me some alcohol and caramel coloring.
Right? Yeah,
But-
no. Listen, this was an awesome episode of Night Gallery, which we got 4 stories, all great except one, and we'll talk about that one. Although Dave liked it, I'm a little shocked here.
It was
The
awesome.
vampire one. The
Better
vampire
than
one.
Brenda.
It was longer than 30 seconds or a minute. So we got in what was it, like 2 minutes?
It's like 2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But I can't wait to start talking about this. The topics for each segment, and there's 4 of them, are really good. And even the end was kind of short, like a 10-minute, 12-minute thing with John Aston. So good, so good. Anyways, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Please get us to 100 tonight. 100 thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do. Smash it. All that good stuff. Me and Dave, Sunday Fun Day. Here we go. Night Gallery. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat real quick. Hello, Corey. See, it is kind of hard to pick out some of these names because they've changed. Gigi, thank you. You became a member again. But much love to you, always supporting the channel and everybody else too, as well. We got
And I was going to say thank you for watching my garden show today.
Oh, Gigi, okay, yeah. Dave's garden show comes out every Sunday morning, roughly.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Sometimes it depends how busy the week is.
It always pops up on Sunday for me. But anyways. TJ, thank you. That's not, what was your name before? Man, now I gotta, YouTube's doing some weird thing where it's changed all the names. But TJ, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. $5. Ed Stathis, what's going on? Connie Clary, J.O.B. Says, I'm getting the Christmas itch. Maybe a lot of cortisone could help. Any kind of steroidal cream. Listen to a little Christmas music and the sounds of the firewood crackling. Well, very good, J.O.B. Very, very good. Chris W., what is going on? Good to see you, Harry Scott. Wait, why is that just in the vicinity? Really quick to grab. It's like the Seinfeld episode. She's got fungal cream in the medicine cabinet. Fungus?
What could she have? Fungus. You're right.
Oh no! I didn't want to kiss her or nothing after that. Kenneth,
I would have kissed her. She was hot.
Well,
She's one of the best good-looking Seinfeld girlfriends in the whole series.
Yeah, she's one of them. Yeah. Kenneth, what's going on? Chris W, Ed Stathis, I think, Harry Scott. Terry, what's going on? Good to see you. Willie Abe is here. Hey. Corey, if you're new, you're new. Welcome. Thank you. Let me go up. John Swan is here. Nathan, JLR is here. Big hugs to you, Andrea Black. I said Gigi Tune. I'm trying to get everybody in. I think that might be. Listen, that's good enough. Much love to everybody in the chat. Good to see you. Some really fun stuff to talk about tonight. This is Sin City Jim. What's going on? For me, Night Gallery was a hit or miss, but you know what? Some of them were a gas. Yeah, literally. I think they were, so far, every one of them has been good. I don't think there's been a miss at all, but there are some really good ones. First season, most of them are all good. I guess you can say hit or miss for great or good on these second season, but this one tonight, excellent. So I can't wait to talk about it. Dave, you look like you got something to say.
I do. Before we go there, I have some Seinfeld trivia for you.
Okay.
Back to that episode. Do you remember the name of the cat that she had that actually had the fungus problem?
I know. I'm trying to. That's when we were talking about. I was trying to remember. Was it Whiskers?
It was. Ding ding
Whiskers.
ding.
Whiskers. Have you seen Whiskers, Jerry? He has this itch.
You know.
It was a cat. It was a cat. Oh, I love it. Brady Christmas. You know what? It's weird. J.O.B. Christmas spirit. I'm going back to some Donnie and Marie on YouTube Christmas specials. Oh, remember back in the 70s, they had all these Christmas specials. And when I was
One Little Country, One Little Rock and Roll.
Yes, they were. Yeah, they were. Okay, so let's get to the episode.
That is one of the shows that I've actually always wanted to see is Donnie and Marie perform together. Don't ask me why, just because probably my age.
Yeah.
I was at Caesar's Palace one year. This is like 2001. They're across the street at Harrah's. Their name all over the side of the building, bright lights. Went over to get some tickets. Dark for the 3 days I was in Las Vegas.
No. Not Donnie and Marie. Chris W. Not a fan. Oh boy. Anyways, no, fun. Kathy, hey, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Hello, Dino and Dave. Good to see you, Kathy. As always, a lot of fun stuff coming up here in the future. But here we go. Night Gallery. Let's hit it, Dave. What are you eating, Dave? What's going on?
Bagel.
He's maintaining a bagel strict diet. Is what he's doing. I don't know what's going on there, but I never
gained the 5 pounds that Ed Stathis did.
Oh, I got you. Sin City Jim. I never left the 70s. Well, it's funny as I'm older here now. I see myself drifting back to the decade of the 70s and loving it as during this last several years. So it's really weird. I don't know. Although it's not really weird because there was a time, like I said, I'm an old soul. I love the 20s, 30s, 40s, and all that go along with it, movies and all that. So anyways, here we go, Dave. Season 2, episode 9. This aired November 17th, 1971. We were not born yet. This one was House with a Ghost. And I love this plot. It was so up and down and so good, and it was different and very unique. And yes, I like Mr. Chichester. It was a weird name. He was the real estate guy. Listen, I don't know. And his job was,
It was all gray and sandy and dusty. And he was just this old guy with the round spectacles, very Londonish.
He was like a real estate agent for people who want, or not real estate, somewhere along those lines, for renting out homes with a ghost or without a ghost.
Yep. So
if you, and I was so intrigued with this plot, and the way they did it. First of all, Iris, this has got Iris Travers and Ellis Travers.
Joanne Worley and Bob Crane.
Yes, Bob Crane. Hogan's Heroes and conspiracy stuff. You know what? I can never look at Bob Crane now.
I can't either.
With after everything we know about him. But Joanne Worley was from Laugh-In, amongst a few other things. But that's where I think a lot of people would know her from. And even in this episode, she's one of those women where it's hard to look at her perform with a straight face, really, because she's comical even when she's dramatic.
Yeah, I think she was on Match Game quite a bit too.
Oh,
The game
interesting.
show? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was just a weird, segue.
Not really.
Oh, not really?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Surly got mad because they made him start doing those funny skits.
Mm.
Really? What funny skits? When did Rod Serling do funny skits, Dave? Do you remember?
Unless we're talking about the Frankenstein and upcoming Dracula one.
No, I think yeah, something. Anyways, hey Josh Taylor. Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. So Iris has these dizzy spells because she's always doing seances. Um and all Ellis wants is for her to be dead.
Yep.
And at the bottom of the stairs. And that's kind of the plot of this thing. But there's a lot more other stuff going on. So we open in London, Dave.
We
Where
do.
they've switched apartments for a month or for a
Sound
house.
of low bells. Yes. They switched with this other family, swapped, kind of like Bob Crane.
They swapped is what
Yeah.
they did.
And so they moved from New Jersey to London, and this couple.
Hello, welcome to John's Swap Shop,
Other
where
couple
you
went
can
from
call
London
in and pick. Oh, go on
to New Jersey. And
Yeah.
so all they want to do is like entertain. They're like very social people. And it's like, we're in this cramped apartment. We need to rent a manor out in the country for 1 month.
Well, she was fine with it. Iris was fine with it. She's like, I love the people. I think it's going great. And he's like, well, you have these seances. We need to really up our game, and we need to have. I mean, he wanted to have fun, and he wanted to have key parties and stuff like what, So he really wanted some really wild parties, or it seemed to be, right? Am I wrong? He was bored.
Confusing. Yes, that's what he wanted.
He was
And
bored.
the
Yes.
wife, what was great, because I thought about you immediately, because she had a Ouija board right out in the open. And he's, they're
Yeah.
talking about like, maybe we can get a big house with a ghost even. And he goes, oh, that we don't want to overload your Ouija board, And he's like,
Ellis, go ahead.
yeah, it's just picking up, playing with the planchette. That's all.
Yeah, and yeah, she's like with a ghost because she does the seance, and I guess she's into that stuff. But the interesting part of the segment, House with a Ghost, is that he picks up the newspaper, and even though they got this apartment, he's looking to rent something different because this isn't doing it for him.
Right.
And he's got he's like overlooking London, and
Oh, it's a very nice place.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think he wants to be away from the city, kind of away from people, where accidents can happen.
Yeah, where he can take care of her and finish
More
her
ways
off.
than one, yes.
Yeah, because he's got like $2,000 a month coming to him if she dies,
Right.
and he's got a woman on the side. Should we bring her up? She's very
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay,
Sherry's a little bit further.
Yeah, we're gonna need to talk about that. But
All right. I can't wait.
But he's looking, he picks up the paper and he starts looking, and he goes to this ad that says, houses for rent by the month with or without a ghost. And I guess I can get into a little detail here about the plot of this because I think it's so interesting because he goes, oh, it says Mr. Chichester, who is played by Eric Christmas. That's his real name, Eric Christmas.
That's cool.
What
My
a name.
favorite part of him, though, was when he took that big ledger book down with all the pictures, and he blew the smoke or the dust right into Bob Crane's face, and Bob's all,
he's like, what the hell are you doing, son of a beast? But the plot of this, I mean, listen, I love this plot of this segment.
Mm-hmm.
If you would allow me, Dave, the old Mr. Chichester, the old guy that deals in this, like, he puts this ad out for people looking for places with a ghost or without a ghost. So if you believe in ghosts, which I guess they did. I guess he did too.
Yes. I
Yeah.
love when he asked it, is this going to be your first ghost?
He does say that, yeah. Yeah, it's my first ghost. And I don't know. He may not believe. I don't think he believes. I think he just wants to get her in a secluded home where he can kill her.
Right. And he's
And
kinda got this alibi where he can maybe even blame it on the ghost.
classified ads. Yes. Classified ads pre-net. Well, can you really blame it on a ghost? I mean, come on, Dave. Even nowadays, can
Maybe
you
she
go,
got scared to death.
she was scared to death? Yeah, I don't think that'll even cut today. I swear, Your Honor, it was a ghost.
Well, that's what happens in our 3rd episode or 4th episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, that's true. Well, that was total different. Anyways, so they're sitting in this office, and he's got these old, gigantic, like scrapbook type photo albums of homes that are ready to rent with or without a ghost. And if you choose one with a ghost, oh my God, I forget what he said. He said, the placement, he goes, where would you like the placement of the ghost?
Yes.
Because we have ghosts that have died in bedrooms and haunt bedrooms, some that haunt stairwells or haunt wherever in the house. He even said one haunted what? Did you write it down, Dave?
No, I just had the stairwell ghost, and I also wrote down that
The
if you
kink
wanted
room.
a suburban ghost or a country ghost.
He didn't say that, did he? Did he
Yeah,
say that?
yeah.
A suburban ghost or a country ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that all of this matters. It's
And it
like,
was
where do you want the
funny
ghost?
because the country ghosts, they get up earlier in the morning, he said.
They got to do their farming is what they got to do, and not pluck, but pick those. No, grab the eggs, pick this or whatever.
That's right.
Hey, Overkill with an O. What is going on, Mr. Pickle? What's going on? Good to see you. Chat, slow down. So he goes, where would you like the placement of the ghost in this? And they pick out a place. It can be Hall.
Yes.
And the ghost haunts the stairwell because that's where he died. I love that, Dave. I mean, when he started talking about that, like you can pick where the ghost is haunting and stuff like that. I just thought that was the coolest thing. It was such a cool plot. Am I wrong?
It was
Or is
great.
something wrong with me?
No, there's nothing wrong with you. At
Oh,
least not
thank you.
that.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought
thank
it was
you.
fantastic. I loved when he asked, like, and I'm sorry, is it Canby Hall? That's the
Canby Hall.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and we find out Mrs. Canby is still alive, but she's
Yes.
living in the city. And so Bob Crane's all like, why is she not in Canby Hall? Because of Mr. Canby.
Yes, and Mr. Canby is a quite particular ghost. He is a skinflint of a ghost, he says, which I thought was funny. He was also ruthless in nature, He's angry. He's angry over his wife and the money situation that was going on.
Not doing his will correctly or something.
Right. Something
Not
happened.
abiding by his-
Yeah, something happened that my goddamn wife. Oh, sorry, people. Oh, I used the Lord's name in vain.
Don't
So, throw salt over my shoulder too, and I should. Anyways, okay, it's okay. So, oh my God, where'd I go now? Then I'm lost my train of thought because I said something.
We're
I
talking
shouldn't
about
say.
the ghost and how
Oh.
persnickety he is.
Yes, his wife. He's pissed off at his wife because she took all his money and the will and everything else. And I like at the end of this how he tries to get, because he had a woman on the side too. He said, "Can be the ghost had a woman on the side." What's this? 70s. It was a little different.
What?
Different time. Yeah, that doesn't happen today, right, Dave? I mean,
Never.
whoo. Anyways, so that's kind of what is going on there. So he goes, yeah, I'm gonna go there. This is the house for me. Stairway, because I can get her to fall down the steps and die. So yeah,
Yeah,
Dave.
and we've got a picture of a beautiful, picturesque staircase that kind of wraps around, kind of curved and everything, and it's beautiful.
As long as the ghost doesn't haunt the bathroom, yeah. You're on the toilet, he keeps flushing it, keep getting you. Anyways, or you're on the bidet and he won't stop it. Please stop. The pressure gets a little. Anyways, I'm stopping. Okay, so they move in, Dave.
Well, first of all, they have to drive out there, and I love the drive because they're like, you have the voiceover. While this person is driving, it was like the prisoner. They're on the wrong side of the road. They're on the wrong side of the car. It was very disorienting. And then they pull up in front of this manor. And then that's where they bring the suitcases in and drop them down at the foot of the stairs.
Oh, yes. And as he's looking up the stairs, because he knows, and she's like, well, yeah, a stairway to heaven. Yeah, pretty much, Sin City. That's what's going on. I had something haunted my bathroom when I was younger as a kid. Remember the big black figure standing at the
that
end of the hall at where the bathroom was, and I'm like, oh, whoop. Okay. Anyways, so they move in. The luggage is down on the ground. They're looking up the stairway, and she's like, "Oh, I love the stairwell. Oh, this is so great." And he's just like, yeah. And as you see it, you see a floating razor blade.
A horrible floating razor blade.
Yeah, bad green screen effect.
Bad special effects. And it's sawing through one of the handles, right? It's just doing this. And then it finally...
Just enough to where he's going to pick it up and it's going to break. But yeah.
So Bob Crane takes it up the steps. He's almost to the top and the handle breaks. And then
and it flies down the steps.
Starts sliding down. And it's like, it makes the curve and everything. Joanne Worley's at the bottom. And it just barely misses her. And then she's all, oh my God, that could have killed me.
Oh, yeah. Well, and she has a dizzy spell. And I guess that's part of her thing. She has dizzy spells and vertigo is what I hear. Yeah, I'm rustling my papers, my notes. Yeah, there we go. She got vertigo. Oh, when we get to the doctor, Dave, wait, people. Wait till you hear me talk about this doctor. He should be disbarred. No, we'll talk about it.
He's going to be hired by Adam West.
Adam West, Batman.
He's the butler.
Adam West? What?
The doctor is the butler in Adam West's Batman series. That's Alfred.
Oh, I didn't put the 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so she's up. Oh, go ahead, Dave. You take it.
Well, I think this is a great time to bring in Sherry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So because you get Alice on the phone talking to, when we change scenes, there's this beautiful woman.
She's really
just
beautiful.
Laying on a bed in her negligee, blue negligee. And she's talking all sexy to Alice, and the camera's just going from the foot up to the head. She was very beautiful. And
I wrote down she was a blonde bombshell.
Yes, she was.
And he calls her Pigeon.
Pigeon. Hey, Pigeon. Yeah, what kind of like lovey-dovey name is that? Hey, Pigeon, what you doing? Oh, you're my hawk. I mean, I don't. Pigeons are dirty, dirty and filthy. Maybe that's what she liked. She called him a pigeon.
Maybe. But then, as they're talking,
you dirty, rotten pigeon, you. Yeah, I mean, clean off your face. He was cheating on his wife. So he's an awful guy. He's filthy. And Sherry was a bad girl.
She was a bad girl.
She was a bad girl looking for money.
She was. And so as he's talking to her, it was like the Circle of Fear with Daniel, where they're at this, room, and all of a sudden the windows open and it starts getting windy. And so he goes over to close them, but he's like concentrating on the call and he doesn't realize that they
Daniel is calling Dave on the way. Whatever, I don't know. William Defoe's grandfather. He needs to make an appearance. Circle of Fear, everybody. What episode, Dave?
It's the last episode.
The Concrete
Concrete
Captain.
Captain. Sorry, season 1, episode 2.
35 episode 2, 24 seconds into. No, I'm just. Hey, the Mummy and the Monkey. What is going on? Good to see you. More people got to go check out the Mummy and the Monkey on Friday nights. They do a great job hosting horror movies, and they're fantastic. And
I checked them out last Friday night.
Janet is awesome. What a mummy. And James puts these great sound effects in the movies that are hilarious. James, you do a good job. You do a good job. Both of you guys do. I'll tell you what, I still have, because, man, I think it's 7 years ago. Their very first podcast, you can still find them on anywhere you find podcasts, on iTunes and stuff like that. When they were sending me audio podcasts, and you can find them on the Late Late Horror Show on iTunes and stuff. They're fun. I think there's like, oh my God, there might be a dozen episodes on there. So a lot of people might not have even seen them before. But anyways, I go on. I digress. Let's continue. Let's talk about this. Who else is here? I thought so. The real DJ Fruit Loops. Yo, what's up? What's up? Real DJ Fruit Loops. Okay. KO Joe, what's going on? Kojo. Hey, Tomo, what's going on? Hey, Tomo. Good to see you. Good to see you. So Sherry's on the phone, and he's trying to convince her, please wait out a little bit longer. You know, like the typical line, you know, hey, it's only a month. I got things in the works. The divorce is coming. And divorce wasn't coming. He was ready to kill her. But he goes, listen, $2,000 a month. Think of what we could live on. And I'm like going, what? Listen, that was a lot of money back then. But, yeah. But no. So that ended, you know, that phone call there. And at the end, oh, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
Okay, so the phone call ends.
Yeah.
And as she hangs up, some guy hands her a little gin and tonic.
There's
there's
a guy there.
She's two-timing the two-timer. Then,
I think, yeah, she was ready to go. Hey, the mad yokai, what's going on?
Then on our side of the phone call, all of a sudden we hear this blood-curdling scream, and Joanne Worley is being dragged out of her bed. Her slumber mask is now down under her chin.
What was that? What was that mask?
A slumber mask.
It wasn't for her eyes. It went over the top of her head. I think it's something to stop snoring. I think it keeps the mouth shut.
Oh, maybe.
It was an old thing they did. Something they did back in the 70s. Back in the good old days when women were women and men were men. No, wasn't it the 30s when that was?
I wouldn't know.
Women were women and men were men.
And the sheep run scared.
Something like that. I don't know. I read it somewhere in a book. Citizen Kane, I think.
Good Lord.
But she had some weird apparatus that brung it down around, and it strapped on her chin, and you know, like a horse. You know, he was getting ready to feed her hay. But no, I think it was a snoring thing. But yeah, the door opens, the ghost is up there as he's on the phone with Sherry, getting ready to hang up, and the yarn falls on the ground and starts to roll out, and she's not questioning any of it. Hey,
the yarn is later scene. But she's just being dragged in her nightgown and slumber mask to the edge of the steps where he's about to be thrown down. And so, you know, Bob Crane goes running up the steps. And so.
Well, she's being dragged to the top of the stairs.
Yes.
And he catches her in time this time. Guess he doesn't want her, doesn't want her dead yet.
Right. So now,
I mean, that was the perfect timing though, right?
It was pretty darn good.
He should have stayed at the bottom of the steps. But does the doctor come in next, Dave?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Oh my God. Can I just tell you about this doctor? Sock it to me. Hey, the Mummy and the Mummy will know this. Sin City Jim says, sock it to me. Remember Big Chuck and Little John and the skit? I don't think it was Big Chuck and Houlihan at the time. I think it was Big Chuck and Little John. Not horror hosts, but late night hosts over here in Cleveland area. And there was an episode where the whole thing was about is they were singing something and they were going, "Sock it to me, honey, sock it to me." Anyways, that's the memory I get when I hear that. Anyways, the Mummy and the Monkey will know what I'm talking about. Probably, maybe Connie. I don't know. Maybe Harry. Anyways, so the doctor comes because she had this spell and she made it to. Yeah, finish your bagel, Dave. You might as well.
I don't want to get involved with your Cleveland talk.
With my Cleveland talk? Oh, let's talk Beverly Hills. Dave's living it up. See, he's got a fake background there. He's really in his, like, he's got a golden room with a throne.
That'd be the bathroom.
Do you got a golden toilet?
Sometimes.
You know, my son was driving down the road with his friends the other day, and I don't know what neighborhood they were in, but they said it was a big house. But there was a guy, and it was cold out. There was a guy in boxer shorts, he said, and sandals. And he's smoking a cigarette, and his wife's there, and they're carrying out 4 on the lawn. It was garbage night. 4 golden toilets. And I'm like, that's why I asked him, is it a big house? Because I'm like, so there were 4 bathrooms in there? He goes, listen, I don't know. He was bringing it to the lawn. It was a big house. 4 golden toilets, Dave.
I've never seen anything but porcelain.
Not real gold. I mean, they
I
had
know,
to
but I mean, I'm just saying. I've just only seen the white porcelain.
be. It was quite odd. Nevertheless, I've never seen a golden toilet before in my life. I've seen a pink one, but you know, don't even question. How did you see a pink toilet? We'd like to know that story. It's just an old lady's house. It was pink. So the doctor, Dave, the doctor says, a link for that skit to watch later after the show. Thank you, the Mummy and the Monkey. There's the skit. To sock it to me, honey. That was so good. Oh, we had such great times with Big Chuck and Little John. Anyways, thank you, the Mummy and the Monkey. So the doctor comes. He visits her and he says, yeah, we know she has vertigo and she has these dizzy spots, but she's telling Ellis, he's like, you know, there's something more to this though. It's more to, I saw this with was it his niece or something like that?
I don't know. Are you talking about the biopsy that they're going to do?
Well, they're not going to do it.
I thought they did it and they're sending it in for testing.
No, the doctor said they did that for his niece. He goes, she has the same symptoms as my niece. He didn't do no tests on her. He just came up to see her. He did a doctor visit. We know she's got dizzy spells, vertigo. And he goes, yeah, just like my niece. Let's say the niece. I think that's who it was. But yeah, and she only had 8 months to live. So doesn't got long to live. And I kind of
that Bob's eyes open is 8 months.
I don't have to do nothing. She's gonna die soon. But the doctor basically, with no x-rays, no nothing, diagnosed her saying she's got some kind of tumor in her head and she's going to die very soon. And he leaves. I cracked up laughing because I'm like, this is a joke. Dave's taking it very seriously.
It's a serious show.
Give me your gut reaction on what was going on in your mind.
My mind is like, he's all, man, I got to wait 8 more months to be with Sherry.
Well, doesn't he call her right up after this?
He does, because he's elated that he doesn't have to kill her, but she just has to wait 8 more months instead of 1 month. Now, the problem is he calls her up and like, it looks like they're pretty much like out of the apartment now. I mean, I don't even think there's any bedspread or sheets on the bed. So they're packing up to move. The phone's ringing, and then she picks it up.
I like how they shoot to Sherry's apartment and everything's stripped, like not Sherry, but the bed is stripped and everything's, it's like bare. She's ready to go. I'm like, oh, she left already. And yeah, they're live every Friday.
And
most of the time.
So she reaches in finally, picks up the phone and says, oh, hello, Ducky. Yes, I'm not really interested in you anymore. No, goodbye, Ducky. You
I've
know?
got a man who's going to give me $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she blew him off, but wait, yeah. No, anyways, with another man. But anyways, the door opens. Is it then this is the final scene. That wasn't the yarn scene prior.
The yarn scene comes in now, where she's in
Now, okay,
bed, she's
yes.
knitting, and the yarn or the door opens, then the yarn falls off, and the ghost is basically getting her to come to the edge of the staircase.
Yes, pulling her there, and she stops, but she's standing. Then she ends up standing at the top of the stairway. The stairwell? Is it stairwell or way?
Staircase.
Staircase. Ah, yes, because
Like,
a stairwell would be going into a basement or a dungeon.
I would imagine.
Yes. Thank you, Dave. Or a library, possibly.
Secret.
Up to a stairwell. No, stairwell is the basement. It goes down underground, Dave. We got to get this right. Is that normal to knit in bed? Says Chris W. Not for most, there's other hobbies you can take up in bed, but knitting sometimes.
1970s.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Macrame.
so. It's either that or reading the newspaper.
Ooh.
Like the man would read the newspaper and the women would knit in the bed.
Mr. and Mrs. Brady.
Or the Ropers.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways, that got me laughing. So she's at the top of the steps, and he gets off the phone, and he starts to come up, but you hear, oh, and the ghost pushes her down the stairwell.
Oh,
and he's
that's a great scene.
Oh, he's against the wall, and he just lets her fly down.
Yeah, because she goes, oh! And we know she falls.
And just seeing her dead at the bottom of the steps cracked me. No, I'm joking.
Well, it was the whole ride down.
No.
Thump, 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 thump.
Yes.
And Bob Crane's just looking down like, oh, shit.
He's like, oh, I remember. No, I'm not going to get into Bob Crane stories.
All right.
Okay.
So I wrote down it was a very dramatic fall, very dramatic death. And then Bob Crane looks up, and all of a sudden,
the ghost is in there.
Mr. Canby's there, the ghost. And it's Dr. Bombay.
It's Dr. Bombay. And who's Dr. Bombay from? Bewitched. So Dr. Bombay. So he's there as a ghost, and you see through him, and he's got this like paper in his hand or whatever, and he's saying he's basically blackmailing him. He wants all his money.
He's writing a bill for services rendered. Yes.
Yeah.
And he's all
services rendered.
He's all what was the quote? Hold on. It was obvious even to a ghost you wanted to kill your wife.
Oh my God. And does he have a deal going on with Mr. Chichester? Mr. Chichester?
That I don't know.
They cut a deal, but his thing was he's like, what do you need? You're a ghost. What do you need money for? And he says, first of all, he goes, I wasn't going to kill my wife anyways. She was dying. I wasn't going to kill her. So he goes, nevertheless, I will. He goes, I can be quite, I could hound you to whatever. He's going to go after. He will never leave him alone. He is quite harsh on his creditors, but he says he gets this money because, like himself, he had a woman on the side other than his wife, and he loves her to death. And he wants him to send the money to her.
Yeah, and he doesn't call her a honey or a mistress. He calls her a bird on the side.
A bird on the side, yes.
Maybe
she was a lovely bird.
Yeah.
She was a lovely bird. She tweeted so well. Calling Dr. Bombay. Yes, Bombay.
But today she X'd.
What's that?
But today she X'd. You don't tweet anymore.
And which one's still alive? Sherry's still alive, I think. She's got to be like 90 years old.
Sherry? Yeah.
I think that's what IMDb said.
I'll take a moment while you look it up.
Okay, well, yeah.
This is...
what do you mean you're taking a moment?
I'm taking a moment to talk about August Derleth, who actually wrote this story.
Oh, Joanne Worley is alive.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
She was born in 1937.
Ooh,
So she's
she's pushing 90. She's 88.
she's pushing 90. So Sherry died at the age of 76, unfortunately. I say Sherry, and my iPad lights up with Siri. You can close Siri. Jeez, man, I tell you. Everybody's watching. Everybody's listening. He's quite the pigeon. He's quite the pigeon. Okay, Dave, what were you going to say?
I forgot.
Bring it up. No, it was something very special.
It was, I had already said it, that this story was written by August Derleth. And August Derleth is famous for the Solar Pond series. And he was also really adamant at getting H.P. Lovecraft's works to press. And he created Arkham House Publishers. The end.
That was a boring story, Dave.
I don't care. Not to the people who cared. Well, you have a caller coming in?
No, I apologize. That was not boring. That was very, very good information.
Can we go ahead and jump to a midnight visit to the neighborhood blood bank?
So the next segment, that's the title. A midnight visit to the neighborhood blood bank. And this kind of don't make any sense, really.
It's God's so good. But do we want to actually grade
the title? Does the title make sense?
Should we grade? The title was longer than this segment.
Right, but a midnight visit to the neighborhood blood bank. Okay. We'll go. Keep going. Rob, what's going on?
Hi,
Member
Rob.
for 4 months, level 1 support message. Sending all my love to Dino and Dave. Sending all my love back, Raj. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support, as always. Santa's in the chimney. What's going on? Okay, Dave, go ahead. This is all yours, man.
Well, do we want...
Although Lucy in bed, was her name Lucy? What was her name? The victim, the would-be victim. She was pretty, Dave.
I wrote down too. I would crawl into bed with her. But first things first, do we want to grade?
Take it away, Dave.
Do we want to grade that last episode, or do we want to grade them all at the end?
Let's go ahead. Let's give a grade. So you want to for the first segment?
Yes.
With Bob Crane.
Yes.
Joanne Worley. House with Ghost.
Yep.
I give it an A+.
What does that translate to numbers? I'm looking for an 8.5, a 7.3.
Well, you said grade it.
Yeah, I did. IMDb.
Well, now I graded it.
IMDb A+. Oh, I'll watch it. No,
I graded it. Now we will rank it out of 10.
All right.
Professor Dave. Okay, so out of 10, I would give this an 8.5.
Nice.
Yeah. The first segment is again, I think this episode, I think you watch them all, but this episode is this segment, but this whole episode is a must watch. Yeah.
I loved it too. I thought it was
For all you crazy Night Gallery fans.
it was for me an 8.0. It was really, really good, fast, good actors. One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Okay, 8.1. 8.5. Boy, we're real strict, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
You know, maybe
carry on this next one.
Maybe I'll go 8.45. Maybe an 8.45. You know,
all right, that's fine.
Just because of Dr. Bombay at the end, just asking for the money.
I wish I would have met him. That is one of the few actors I wish I really could have met. And he was at a old actors retirement home here. And I'm like, oh, I would love just to show up and go, hey.
Oh, and you would have been able to go down the hall and visit him and ask for his autograph.
Sure.
Why didn't that happen, Dave?
I could just be calling Dr. Bombay.
Oh, that's so great. Okay, so this one's yours. Go ahead.
All right. A midnight visit to the neighborhood blood bank. I wrote down, there's a seductive woman lying on a bed with a green comforter. Now I'm colorblind, so the comforter could be brown. I don't know.
I think it was blue, Dave.
Oh, okay. So then,
Dave is colorblind,
yeah,
but it was.
I think it was green though. But then at the very end of the bed is her nightgown, where, I guess back in the 60s and 70s, the girls would like disrobe and throw their nightgown at the very end of the bed, just in case they needed to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night with their
They
yellow
wouldn't get a
toilet.
chill, yeah, so they don't get chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was no
And Ed,
insulation.
I give quite a few A's.
Dave's when Dave's fed up, he'll give him A's. It's like, I had enough of this. Just okay. No, I'm joking. No, Dave's very strict. You should see what, yeah.
Windows open.
Okay, yeah. A typical vampire.
Yes.
You see in all
We
movies.
got Lucy laying on the bed.
Trellis doors.
And we got this bat right in the middle of the window.
Rubber bat like the old Frankenstein. Yeah.
God, it was bad. It was really bad. It may have been the same bat from the original Frankenstein.
Could be. Yeah.
Then we have this weird, I put down weird looking Dracula figure. He's very plump. He's kind of got some weird hair curls going on. He's not very good looking. He's not seductive.
It's Victor Buono.
Right.
Yeah.
And we are going to see him in later episodes of the Wild Wild West. As someone mentioned in the chat, he plays King Tut, is his villain name.
Yes. He's a heavier set vampire, which you wouldn't usually see, but because it's comedy, Victor Buono is not made for the part of a vampire or Dracula. You would think see, if I was directing it, I would have made the bat heavier too, like where it could hardly fly.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I agree.
Yeah, but anyways, yes. So he transforms into a vampire and he sees her on the bed.
It's like he almost makes this move to get into bed with her. He snuggles up to her and keeps moving closer and closer and closer. And she wakes up, right? She doesn't scream or anything. And she just like looks over. And for a second, I thought they were going to make out. And then
she says,
I gave it the office.
Okay, so now I'm going to say.
And he says, sorry. And he gets up and he's about to turn into a bat and go out the window again. And he pulls out his little Columbo flip book and starts writing down notes like, she gave it the office. I'm not going to be biting her.
Okay, but this is where I'm a little confused.
Okay.
I'm confused with the title, A Midnight Visit to the Neighborhood Blood Bank. So is he the blood bank?
No, he's the blood bank.
A Midnight Visit to the Neighborhood
just
Blood
like
Bank.
Kolchak in the first movie where he says it's like his own blood bank.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Through the that one woman.
Okay, yeah. No, okay, I'll give you that. But okay, so she says that he gets. Listen, I know it's a comedy. Listen, I'm just. What time is it? 9:49. I'm stretching it. This is what we call stretching. He gets up and he doesn't bite her. And he takes the notes. So what is he writing? That not this one tonight?
That's what I thought.
On to the next? Does he have a list of victims?
Sure.
Well, she needs to pass along to all the people getting bit in the neighborhood that just say you gave at the office.
Right. Because they didn't have cell phones back then, so they don't have these auto updates.
They don't, do they? Hey, Jimmy D, what's going on? Good to see you. King Tut was a Batman villain. Victor Buono was in the original Batman series too. Yeah. Dark Shadow's back. Okay, so that was it. And then he turns into a bat. There's still his bagel left. Yeah, sneaking it in there. Dave's just trying to get me hungry.
I'm hungry, man.
I ate a piece of brownie. And I put some frosting on it right before this.
Okay.
Very healthy for you, yeah. It's got gluten in it and it's sugars in it and everything. It's real good. I like it. Go ahead. You can take your last bite.
No, I'm not going to now.
Little ASMR, Dave.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, come on, people like that.
I know some people do.
Some people really do. Really. Okay, I'm going over.
What do you want to grade this one at?
Geez. The only grade is going to the the cutie in bed, that who gave at the bank.
All right.
When before we went live, I told you, I said the only one I really didn't like was this one.
Right.
And I kind of stand by it. I mean, it wasn't awful, and it didn't take away from the rest of it because it was like 2 minutes long. But I give it a 5 out of 10.
Interesting.
5 out.
I liked it, and I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Love it or leave it.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
We have the same matching scores because it's just really? Is what it is.
So your mid-range 5 out of 10 is,
oh yeah,
I like it. My mid-range 5 out of 10 is, it wasn't that great.
And mine it was enjoyable.
And that's a 50-50 kind of thing. So I get it.
It was the perfect length for what it needed to be. 2 minutes, in, out, boom, we're done.
Yes. And now on to a serious segment.
Yeah.
Little darker, little bit more serious.
Yes.
Dr. Stringfellow's Rejuvenator.
That's right. With Forrest Tucker.
Oh, poor sucker. The take on the Old West and the medicine show that would go through town.
Yes.
Giving you the magic elixir for all your ailments, from stomach issues to blindness, or whatever.
I wrote down cholera. It fixes you from that too.
And it cures the blind. You will see in 48 hours. And he sells it all, and he gets the hell out of town. You would think the town over, though, especially when telegraph started, that he's gone next town.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
But it was, he pulls up this like wagon, right? I mean, this is out of one of our Wild Wild West episodes. There's dirt roads, there's tumbleweeds. I didn't see any horses per se, but I did see like the signs up, a saloon, a post office, meeting room, hotel, all those big signs. And he pulls up in front of the post office, and he gets out and he starts going, blah, 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 fixes everything. Only $1 a bottle, 6 bottles for $5.
I was thinking to myself, listen,
this is how those 5 pounds get added on, buddy.
Dr. Hook and the Medicine Man Show. Yeah, listen, I love that group, Dr. Hook. A lot of good songs. Anyways,
Sylvia's mother.
Sylvia's. How's that go, Dave?
I don't want to sing
Sylvia's brother says Sylvia's father. I need words. Anyways, my brain is not good with words. I can't remember so well. So this $1 a bottle, I guess back then was a lot.
But did you see now?
Oh, go ahead.
They've got a crowd of people around the wagon, right? Did you see the woman with the beer walking through?
What the heck was that all about?
What was it?
All the men went out to the street. Take them beer. I don't know.
I thought it was like, is it the elixir beer? I don't understand. But it was this waitress, and she's pulling like at least 3 steins of beer on this like service cart.
Oh yeah, castor oil is still a very, very well studied. To be serious here for a second, for cancer, for all kinds of cures. Dave's like, castor oil. Listen, there's been studies of patches. You put the castor oil on a patch, and you put it over the area of the tumor or ailment in your body. And it soaks in, and it's shrunk too. Look up castor oil. It's good on everything. I used it on my son's knee for inflammation when he was having the issues. It stopped that cold. But good for so many things, and well studied. So something that's been out there for many, many years and well studied. But yeah, they used to give the teaspoonful. You remember Little Rascals?
I do. I was just going to quote the Little Rascals.
Give him a teaspoon of little castor oil. You get over here, Sonny. Put it anywhere. Yeah, and then next thing
on
they
the
crap
Three
it all out.
Stooges too.
Did they have it on Three
I
Stooges?
think they had that along with Limburger cheese.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Curly did not smell too well. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? Maybe we'll stop here real quick.
Uh-oh.
Top of the hour.
Okay.
Talk about things. Let's see how many thumbs up we got real quick, and then we'll continue with this segment of Dr. Stringfellow's Rejuvenator, which again, it turns pretty dark here. But we are at, as I refresh, drum roll, 64 thumbs up. Not bad. Please hit that thumbs up button if you can. If you're, I don't know, what's finger? I don't know. Rub your, I think I said this before. If you got a phone or a tablet, rub it, hit it, breathe on it. Tell Siri to, can you please press the thumbs up, Siri, on this video I'm watching? You don't even have to do nothing. Just sit there with your head, your hands back. Do whatever you got to do. So that's pretty good. And Dave, what do we have coming up here in the future? We got a lot. I got to just make some thumbnails, but go ahead.
We have a lot. We are now booked into March.
We do.
Coming up next.
Oh,
X-Files, Ghost in the Machine, which is
have they been taken well to X-Files?
Who?
The audience.
Yeah, they even like the Jersey Devil one.
Okay.
Then we have Scooby-Doo.
Zoinks! The podcast, Scoob!
Episodes 13 and 14. We have a Ghost.
Those are always fun. Those are always fun, and people really like the Scooby-Doo episodes.
Right before Christmas, we have Art Bell Ghost to Ghost 2003, Part 2.
Part 2. We couldn't get to all of it. We got to half of it. Can't wait.
Requested by Chris W. that we do the second part.
Yes.
After Christmas and prior to New Year's, we have the prediction show.
Annual prediction show. We will break out last year's predictions you guys gave us. And Art Bell used to do this, and we are going to, we're trying to continue something like that. And it's for fun. Listen, it's for fun. We don't got the audience Art Bell has, so
Not yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And we will take predictions again. So the call-in number will be there. So I want your predictions. So yeah.
Right now we do have a New Year's Eve show planned.
Yes, we do. It's out of our realm, but I think going to be so fun. I think it's just
there's nothing I'm looking more forward to. We're going
to just be bullshitting, but go ahead, Dave.
Responding to Dear Abby letters. Abby's going to be above me, and I'm going to be Ann Landers.
So there you go. So, and we're going to respond to them as if we are those people. And they got, a male voice now, but, because I don't think I could do female the whole night. I said, here, Sonny. Maybe I could. I'll work on it, Dave. You do the same. No, okay, we won't. That's too cheesy. But we're going to respond in a serious manner. We're going to give some advice to these people who are probably long gone. But
probably.
Yeah.
I've got some websites where we can go back in the archives and pull stories from the 1980s and 1990s and all this stuff. I can't wait.
Hey, how far back did Dear Abby go?
I found 1980s.
No 1950s or 60s?
No.
But I
didn't look that hard either.
Yeah, because I would like to go back to the letters from then. If there was
that would be relevant. I really like the ones that I read from the 80s because
No, that's good. Yeah. No, Dear Abby and Ann Landers.
There's like parenting issues and things like that. This is the first one I'm going to read. I can't wait to see what Dino says. I wouldn't treat my kids that way.
Right? How dare you? Okay, so anything else, or is that it? We're
I
good.
would
Call
just
up.
say mark your calendars also for January 25th. Jeff Thompson's returning, and we're going to go over our favorite horror movies by decade. We're going to start in the 1920s. We're each going to go just a round robin. Each of us has our favorite horror movie, and we're just going to talk a few minutes on each.
And I think next Thursday, or this coming Thursday. No, not this coming Thursday. Anyways, stay tuned. Okay, so there you go. So let's get back to it. Dave, we are talking about Dr. String. I keep saying Spring. It's Stringfellow's Rejuvenator.
Yes.
Dr. Ernest Stringfellow, his medicine show. He's on the wagon doing his thing, calling all these people in. Like you said, woman's giving the guys out their beer. And he has an assistant next to him.
Oh boy.
Who you can no, I'm not saying nothing, Dave.
Okay.
Something that he's his assistant, and he helps him hand out the bottles and collect the money and stuff like that. He treats him like crap, and he uses all kinds of bad terminology and stuff like that, which doesn't go over real well. So that's why I'm not talking about that. But he's his assistant, and I don't think he likes what he's doing. He knows he's doing wrong, but he goes along with him making money. So
only when he
so that's where we're at.
Change.
Yeah, don't shortchange me. Make sure you get the and after he does his whole spiel about curing everything, and it cures everything.
Oh yeah.
Stomach ailments, toenails, hangnails, not toenails, hangnails.
Gingivitis.
Gingivitis. Yeah, you name it. But then he walks in, he goes into the wagon while his assistant's giving all the bottles out, and $1. Oh, I was going to say $1 seems like a lot of money.
Back
but
in
then,
the day.
Yeah, but then he goes into the bar, and he only made $9 off those guys.
Yeah.
He goes into a bar and he buys 2 bottles of booze, and they're $2 a piece. That's $4. I'm like going, that's half your freaking profit. Listen, I don't get unless food. I think food back then was like 10 cents to get you a good, like, scrappy stew. Not Scrappy Doo, but Scrappy Stew. Zoinks! What are you talking? That's an ass go.
How we put Scrappy in the stew? That's what I want to know. But you need to bring up Chad. Thank you very much, Chad.
Thank you.
Got a little.
Hey, Chad. What's Chad?
Got a little.
Dear Abby started in 1956. Thank you. See, I knew it. That's what I was saying.
Oh boy.
And she went all the way up to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, it was probably a different Dear Abby woman.
It might have been a different, like a syndicate type of thing.
Yeah, Dave, pull up a couple from the 50s. I love the ones you probably picked already.
Oh.
No, I'll look for a couple of the 50s ones. Oh God, it can't be that hard, Dave. Oh, you must have had a real rough week.
Jeez. Having a real rough show is what I'm having.
Are you? No,
we only got 27 minutes left.
Oh, geez. Oh, sorry, Dave.
All right, hold on.
Don't mean to make it miserable for you, but no, you're good. I'll look for them. Those meddling kids, yeah. 1956 people had better manners in general, so Dear Abby had it easy. Well,
right.
Dear Abby, I can imagine what kind of letters she gets in the 50s. My boyfriend really wants to have sex, but my parents won't allow me birth control or prophylactics.
Okay, I got one right here for you.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Towel Flounder Mouse, what's going on?
Hold on. I got an ad.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, what's going on? You wind blowing through the window?
There we go. So, Dear Abby, my husband Cliff is in prison, and we're not sure when he'll be out. We have 2 wonderful children, ages 11 and 13. We are allowed to visit him 6 times a month and can talk with him on the phone up to 4 times a week. Despite his incarceration, he is as involved as he can be in our lives. I have a problem when meeting new people who ask where my husband is. The stigma of having a husband in jail is not something I want to carry in a small town where we live.
Okay.
So short of telling each person the whole story, what reply can I come up with when asked about the whereabouts of my husband? Signed, needs an answer in Ohio.
See, I mean, I would like to know, like, how long is he in prison for? Because is she going to have to make this, you know, an excuse for the rest of her life? Or is it 10 years? Is it 20 years? Is it a month? Because if it's a short period, you could just say, you know, he's off on a business trip. You know, he's a salesman. You know, we do get to see him at times, but you know, it's kind of, you know, this is why he's away a lot of the time. So yeah, you know, that's kind of quite simple. But you know, if he's in there for life, I mean, then yeah, you're gonna have to really think about that one. Okay, well, anyways, there you go. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be a fun show.
And then I'll
Oh.
bring in my point of view as well. Is it's just like, yep, screwed up, it's in jail, paying his dues.
Well, back then, that was
Look
what
how
year
good
was that
it
letter?
I mean, in the 1950s, it could have been domestic violence.
So that was from the 50s.
That was the earliest one, yes.
Okay, Dave, we better get to this. We got two segments here to go.
I was mentioning.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun show. I wonder what an AI Dear Abby would come up with. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Okay, so he gives the elixir, sells it. There's a guy out there on a wagon. His name is Snyder. No, he's not Snyder. The doctor's Snyder. He's just a man out on the wagon, and his daughter is sick and ill. But we don't know this right away. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, when we first see this guy, he kind of gives the Forrest Tucker a look. Forrest Tucker is like visibly shaken, and he's all like, "I'm gonna be in my cabin. I'll see you guys later." And then later on, by the way, the interior of this, like, I don't know what you would call it, trailer, wagon,
Yeah,
is just amazing. It's like a tiny house.
Yes, it's your typical wooden wagon, like a medicine show would be, where they live in there. So it's made of wood, you know. So there's pictures on the wall, there's little shelves, but like Dave said, it's like a tiny home. When I was looking at it, I'm like going, that's quite cozy.
It is.
You know? Yeah. But he could see out there, and he's basically just a drunk going town to town selling his fake medicine. But
yeah. So all of a sudden, his assistant comes in.
Mm-hmm.
He's all, "What are you doing talking to that guy on the wagon?" "I don't remember." "You don't remember?" Blah blah blah. All of a sudden, we have this knock, and this guy comes in. He's all, "Can you come over to my cart? My kid is really bad sick,
I don't have money, but my child is sick." Yeah.
And he's all like, "Do you have a degree?" And goes, "Oh yes, I have a degree from Vienna and many other prestigious universities." And so anyway,
he really worked himself up, but he did say with a conscience, right?
yes.
Jeez, I can't pronounce that. That he doesn't practice anymore. He didn't want to go out there. His daughter was saying he didn't want to be a part of that.
Right.
But then he pulls out money. He goes, "Listen, I was saving this up for a tractor. Please, if you could do something." You know what I mean? And he sees the money and he goes, "Oh, okay, well, I can go." Whoa, what's going on?
They have wagons and horses. We don't have tractors for another 50 years. He wanted
But isn't that what he said?
No, he wanted a plow.
I could have sworn he said a tractor.
No. Can you imagine everyone on horses and wagons? And you got a guy, "Look at my tractor."
Why did I write tractor? I would only write it if he said it. I'm going back. No, you're right. The time period, you're right. But why did I write down tractor? Because
I don't know. You need to write Dear Abby is what you need to do.
It's me.
But then, they walk over to the guy's cart, and his kids in the back of the cart with their feet sticking out, and you can tell it's
Covered,
not a real person. It's like
covered with meshing.
yes, like there's
Like,
mosquitoes.
yeah. And I'm like,
Oh, it was
what's
so
that?
disturbing.
And he uncovers her from the mesh. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if the mesh is on or off. What's I don't understand. But yeah, she's sitting there sick, and he's like, she's like, it hurts here, and he goes, it's something with it's a stomach ailment, and give her 2 tablespoons of this every 2 hours, and in 48 hours she should start feeling better. By that time, he'd be out of there. Oh,
But it was disturbing.
but
Like, could you fix, like back in the Western days, like the 1860s? Could you
yeah.
fix an appendicitis back then, or were you just like, hey, we just got to numb you because you're not going to make it?
I think so. If you were in the right place at the right time with the right doctor, I think so. I think I saw an episode of Deadwood where the doctor in Deadwood actually treated something like that could do surgery. I mean, they could do surgery back in the day. I'm trying to think if they knew of the actual appendicitis. I think so, because the doctors would, they knew the anatomy. I mean, we knew that back in, Victorian times, even earlier than that. I mean, 17, am I wrong? Victorian era, late
Victorian times after.
1800s, Victorian era's late 1800s.
Yeah.
But I think 17, even 1600s. I mean, listen, the king had doctors who would come in and they would perform surgery, right? Am I wrong? It's been so long, Dave. Dave don't want to get nothing wrong because he's a professor, so I get it.
They're going to fact check me.
Yeah, but no, listen, I'm going with, I do believe so. They knew the anatomy because they've been doing autopsies on bodies since King George, Henry VIII. So I'm taking it, Dave, as they know the anatomy. And once they know the anatomy, if something flares up and pain is coming from that area, surgery ensues. And oh my God, I see that appendicitis appendix is inflamed. Okay, we're going on way too long with this, but you get what I'm saying? I think they know.
All right.
Well, I could be wrong. Dave says, let's go. Let's go on. Let's hurry up and get through it.
Now a real doctor shows up, Dr. Schneider, who starts chewing this guy
He's
out
a drunk.
for giving him like medical advice, going, your elixir is going to fix it, but it's really not. And
listen here, Ed. Tractor Town. And everybody breaks into song like, the great musicals of the era. A tractor town where everyone drives a tractor. Hey, Larry, how's your tractor? It is great, Jonathan. I mean, fun stuff. Anyway, for me, not anybody else. Go ahead, Dave.
thank you, Chris W., for letting us know that appendicitis became treatable in the late 18th century.
Thank you very much. I rest my case, Your Honor.
All right, good.
I wasn't scared to put it out there.
And so, as Dino has already said, Dr. Schneider is called a drunk, even though he does kind of know what he's doing. And the guy is all, most likely she's got an appendicitis. And if not, she's got peritonitis. And either way, she's going to be dead in 48 hours. So you need to find a reverend and dig a hole is what you need to do. Then we're now at the bar. And so, as Dino had already said, we're doing 2-bottle whiskey, $2 a bottle whiskey. And he's drinking with his assistant.
Who's eating a boiled egg.
That was weird.
It was weird for the shot. Yeah, for the scene. It's like, why the hell is he eating an egg? But he's the logical one out of the two.
He is.
He's not drinking. He's eating a boiled egg for protein. He's good. Okay, continue, Dave.
Then they start talking very metaphorically about the elixir. What am I doing? Well, I'm giving people hope. And hope should be $100 a bottle. Hope should be giving me a medal, And yes.
The one interesting thing about all of that is, I give dreams. The medicine I give dreams. I know it's an excuse for what he's doing. You know what I mean? But in a way, the drunk in him who maybe really wants to do something good for people understands the concept of, if somebody wants something hard enough, like the placebo effect, if you're given something and you believe this is going to cure you, it could possibly, and you're reaching for that dream, this is going to get me over that hill and show me the way. You know what I mean? I think there was something to the way he said that was interesting. Whether it meant something or not is another question. But anyways, that's my thought. Anyways, go on.
I thought it was a very philosophical type conversation.
Yeah. Say, Rocky says it was. Yeah, say.
Because you've got your one true doctor on one side, so you got medicine, and then you've got like almost metaphysical stuff on the other side, with crystals and things like that.
Yeah, so, Rocky says crystals. Yeah, healed my knee fast. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, pack my gun. Yeah. Okay, go on, Dave.
In walks the other guy. He goes up to Stringfellow, and he's all like, "My daughter, she's dying. Can't even speak anymore."
And Snyder comes out from the top of the steps and goes, "Yeah, because he's a charlatan. You should never put your trust into that guy. He knows what he's doing. He goes from town to town, taking people's money. Just stupid bastard."
If they gave out Academy Awards for YouTube shows, that may have won.
Oh, I don't know about that. But then Dr. Stringfellow turns around and gives him one
Either
back.
that or I would be the one falling down the stairs.
But yeah, no, Snyder's reaming him a new one.
Yep.
And basically, Stringfellow turns around. He's basically taking it, going, "Listen, I know I'm drunk. I'll be far gone after this." Puts his hat down.
Then he doubles down. "Assistant, get me another bottle." And so they're gonna go,
I'm gonna make her dreams. I will wait, what did he say? If she falls or she dies,
I will bring her back from the other side.
Yes, I will bring her back. Yes. Only a resurrection would help that girl, is what he said earlier on. And yeah. So yeah. So what does he do, Dave?
Then we view the outside of the bar, and there's a hearse with horses and everything in front, and we know that the girl's dead, and they put her in the back of the hearse, and they basically gallop across the street because that's where the Undertaker is. So
they gallop is what they do.
So then the doctor comes out, and he looks across the street, and there's that girl sitting in the chair.
Yeah, they took her body away, and he knew she was dead. And there she is, rocking in the rocking chair over at the mortuary.
Yeah. He starts coming at her, and he's like,
"What are you?" He's like Scrooge. He's like, "Are you a spirit? Are you haunting me? Are you real? What are you doing here?" I mean, it was
great, deep. And he was like staggering because he was drunk.
Yeah.
So he was doing a pretty good deal, and she's just rocking until he gets like right up to her, and then she stands up.
As soon as she stands up, the sign above it falls, it hits him in the head, and he's dead. Yep, Dr. Stringfellow's dead.
At least that's what we think.
What do you mean?
Well, next scene.
Okay, go tell me. What?
Next scene, they're in the Undertaker's place, right? And the assistant comes in, and the Undertaker's all like, "You want to look at the body?" "Yes, I do." And so they open up the top of the casket, and the Undertaker starts going, funniest thing, that sign missed him by a foot. Must have died from fright or had a heart attack, something like that. The sign didn't kill him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the ghost is what scared the hell out of him and gave him a heart attack, and he died. It wasn't the sign.
And so
because
then
sign everywhere, signs. I thought it was the sign that hit him in the head.
that's what that's the whole thing that they think, that they make you think happened, because we see the sign go down, we see
It's
the
very unprofessional of me.
the moon and all that. Anyway,
Yeah.
the assistant's there, and he starts chewing him out. You thought everyone was stupid. You're the stupidest one of all. And just like
He burns it. He burns it.
totally crazy.
That's kind of nutty. Yeah, I would have
said,
taken it.
Old man, thought you was smart.
What kind of accent is that?
I don't know. It was the assistant's accent.
Yeah, okay. And that's it, Dave. We got one more segment to go.
We got to burn up the body. Then we got to burn up the cart. The end.
Yeah, the end. Yeah, that's it. This one, a little very good. A little darker.
Yep.
I would give it a 7.2.
Interesting.
0.5. 5. Yeah.
I'm doing 7.0.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty good. A little bit different. Didn't hit you as much as the first segment. But yeah. But the last segment here, about 12 minutes long, stars John Astin as a hippie. What?
I was doing the AC/DC, Hell's Bells.
Yeah, Hell's Bells. Randy Miller, hippie, played by John Astin. It's a real trippy scene with him driving down the road.
Trippy
I love it.
Is a great word. He's got his love beads. I'm sure he's just smoked some dope or some hemp back then. He's got bright colored clothes on. He's got hippie glasses, hippie hair, and he's driving with these real star-spangled boots. And he's driving, and he's like a little intoxicated. And he
C+.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He goes through a detour when he shouldn't have, and all of a sudden
he flies off the road and dies.
What was that? From Saturday Night Live.
Toonces, the cat who can drive.
Toons thing going out.
Toons is the cat. Hey, watch out, Toonces. Look, you're going over the hill. He crashes. So yeah, he goes over the hill. He dies. He crashes over the hill. And I'm like going, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, the trippiest part, I think, of any any Night Gallery.
Yeah.
He's like falling. And then you see all these glimpses of different types of like devils.
Mm-hmm.
There were like at least 4 men, and they were each dressed up in a different like devilish like horns and hair from the 70s, and it looked so trippy. It was really weird.
Yeah, weird. It was like a Sid and Marty Krofft type of,
yes,
where it's just the weird faces, the weird music, the weird, it just was very psychedelic.
Exactly, 100%. I thought it was the weirdest thing, and I loved it. I really, really loved it. I thought it was so out there and so cool. And this whole segment is really out there. I mean, he's got that hippie thing down. John Astin in this character, Randy Miller. And as he finally falls, he goes down a chute, like a garbage chute, and flies into a room. And the chute said no returns.
Right. So when the chute
he's stuck down
goes
there,
back up and closes, no returns. But how much of a slide was on the other side of that wall? Because he goes right into the middle of the room. Thump, thump, thump. He could have gotten hurt.
Yeah, it was a pretty good slide, and the room was pretty small. It was almost as if he went off camera, but it was a quick, fast slide. And we got to give you the impression in the look of this room, okay? Because it's so funny. He flies in there. He's just like wondering what's going on. There's a desk in front of him. There's a door to the left that says, well, it's just a door to the left. And there's a sign on the wall. And this was the trippiest of them all. There was a sign on the wall, and this was the trippiest of them all. The sign said, no smoking, no standing, do not litter, no drinking, no talking, do not mar the walls. Wait here, no sleeping, no food, and do not disturb the desk, Dave.
And there was nothing on the desk.
No.
It was just a 1950s metal desk that you would find in an office.
Yes. That sign back there, and seeing him, he's walking around like, whoa, man, what's going on? This is trippy. This is weird.
Above the door to go out is the word next.
Yes,
so
yes.
It said next.
And he went to go open the door. The doorknob comes off.
He broke the doorknob.
Yes. So he went to go put it on the desk, like, oh, and then he took it and like, what am I doing that for? And he throws it down. And then he's a litter bug. And all of a sudden, the fat lady came. And that's what she says, I'm the fat lady.
Yeah.
She's the fat lady. She's a cleaning lady.
And then he goes, I'm hip.
Yeah, I'm hip, man. I get it. You cleaning. But she goes, man, they're sending so many of you guys here. You got to wait here. You wait your turn. But she basically, anytime litter is dropped, she's summoned,
Yeah.
Which was quite interesting. But then, oh, go ahead. You take it, Dave. I think the door opens next, right?
The door opens, yes. And
although he does contemplate death, and he goes, if this is hell, would this be so bad? And then they glimpse back, and he's glimpsing like Dante's Inferno. He's like,
yeah, that was really weird because it was just like all the art, stuff of, all the horrible things that happen to you in hell. And then the door opens, and then behind the door is a firewall, and the firewalls open up. So you think it's going to be hail and brimstone, right? And he walks into a early 19.
It does say fire. Yeah, the fire door, but yeah, go ahead.
Fire door. Thank you. And so you walk into a 1970s living room, right? And then the fire door slams shut behind you. And he's walking around, and he's all, hey, man, look at all those records. And there's a big old tube of records. It
was like, from the record player up to the ceiling was a stack of records. And I guess I guess that was a thing where it would drop and then slide back or something, and the next one would fall. Correct. They'd have all these records, which vinyl, that doesn't seem good.
No. My grandparents had one. You could put like 5 records up top. Yeah. And then it would, play one and all that. Yep. But I agree with you. It's not good for vinyl.
Yeah.
Then the music starts playing, and it's the wrong type of music. He's all, hey, man, this kind of blows. This sucks, Yeah. And he can't turn the thing off. But then there's this guy over by the fireplace. Yeah, my cousin Elmer, He
starts talking about the weather. He says, yeah, it's cloudy out. It's gone. And his name, he's the boredom, the bore. So there's something going on here that, but yeah, no, Dave, he's like just sitting back, and he's talking. And I forget what question he asks him, too, but then he goes right back to a boring answer.
Oh yeah. And he's just sitting there, and John Aston's all, what's going on?
Like, don't you know anything else, man? You get hip. He goes, well, I know that Mary Ruth across the way can make a damn good stew. Find those. And he's like, oh my God. Yeah, it's a trip, man. It's a trip. And
last vacation couple.
Yeah, the tourist couple pop up, and they go, hey, yay, we're going to show you slides, 8,000 slides of our trip. 8,000.
8,500.
Oh my God.
And
And so and he goes and he calls the devil, don't he?
yes, he's all, where's the devil? And devil shows up. How can I be of help? And then he starts going like,
Oh, I love this. I love this part where the devil starts to, yeah.
yeah, go
Just
ahead.
go. Oh, you all right there? What you looking at?
No, I'm just reading my notes. I'm like, I'm reading it, and he's all, this is your hell.
Yeah, and this dude was, I forget his name. Did I write it down? I didn't write it down, but this guy who played the devil was on Barney Miller. That's the only thing I ever recognized him on when you see his face. But he's a devil. He's red, your typical makeup and stuff like that. He's a devil. And, Randy Miller, John Aston's asking him, yo, what is this hell? What's going on? This is crazy. And the devil's like basically saying, yes, this is hell. He goes, where's the fire and the brimstone and all of that stuff? And he goes, well, we each have our own hell. And I thought that was cool. We each have our own hell. And this everything about this is going to be hell for you, basically, And I do like when he goes out before he disappears. He's like, they have the same room up there in heaven. And he goes, what? You tripping, dude? What's going? And he goes, the devil goes, yep. Somebody up there thinks that this is their heaven. So this is your hell, but somewhere, somehow, this is somebody's heaven. And I always say that too, Dave, like with movies, like, oh my God, that's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Well, we did it a lot with Kolchak. No matter which one we saw, there was always
somebody will say, yep.
And always they would say, hey, this is my favorite episode.
Yep. My hell would have people eating blue cheese, Chris W. What the hell? That's pretty horrific, but
mine would include Little House on the Prairie.
Blue cheese sitting on the table for Dave. You don't like blue cheese, right, Dave? Oh, maybe you do. Yeah. Throw it in a salad. I'll eat it. Okay. Well, we'll give you. How about if we make cheese from our? Can you make cheese from a dog milk, like a beetle?
Not blue cheese.
Not blue cheese, but just cheese. I guess anything that you can get milk from.
Oh boy.
You can basically make some cheese. I'm trying to find something horrific for you. But anyways, I thought that was very interesting. That was, yeah, I thought that was cool. And I do like that in order for him to ask a couple more questions, he dropped a piece of paper and that cleaning lady came back and he thought he was going to get a bunch of information from her. And she just picked it up and left and vanished like that. And that's really it, Dave. He just basically goes, oh my God.
Yeah, he falls to the floor and he's like a kid. He starts hitting the ground. He's crying, and in that scene, and there we go.
Yeah, and I think the way it was laid out, I think John Aston, the way he played his character, I thought made the show very, very, or this segment really, really good. I don't know. And that weird scene, like with the flashing, devils, I thought that made it for me. It was only 12 minutes long. So they crammed everything in and it made quite a little story. They told it, a lot of weird stuff in there. And I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I even like this a little bit more than the first one.
Oh.
So I will give this an 8.6.
Ken likes it a lot. He gave it a 9.5.
Oh, you know what? Things got to be almost perfect for me to give a 9 or higher. So we're getting close. 8.6. This is pretty good. What would you give it, Dave?
I didn't like it as much, but okay. It's still a 7.9.
Okay. I like how we come up with the numbers. 8625493. See, you got to round off. You know, usually I use my IMDb calculator. You got one of those, right? I sent it to you.
Only the Rotten Tomatoes one.
Oh, that's. Remember, those were malfunctioning. Okay. Anyways, Harry's going to get to the cats. Don't forget to leave a comment after the stream ends, peeps. Thank you, Harry. Always thank you very much. But yeah, this was a great night gallery. I loved it. It was awesome. And man, I really enjoy seeing these. I really do.
It was a great whole series of episodes. I really enjoyed it too.
Yeah. And yes, so we will be back next week with X-Files, right, Dave?
I hope so.
Okay, so there you
That's
go.
what I said. So.
Thank you all in the chat. Thank you everybody for all your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. And yeah, like Harry said, please leave a comment afterwards. Let us know what you thought. Those are really important. And thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 100 thumbs up. If you haven't hit it now or after the show. So any last words?